Okay, part two, where my camera shut off. When I came to, I was confused as to, was it a dream? No, it wasn't. Because, first off, when you're drunk, you don't normally have dreams. And if you do, you usually don't remember them. I don't think. But all I know is that when I was on the other side, or the other sides, it felt like two different dimensions. I started out in one and ended up in another. And by the time I was in the second one, that felt kind of like a meadow, it was weird because there was a being communicating with me, but I was seeing it from here, from here, from here, from my consciousness was everywhere simultaneously. And you don't awaken from a dream as intoxicated as I was with such a profound recollection of, what was going on in your mind. I don't know. But like I said, that being communicated to me that the only way to get rid of, I guess, the energy or whatever it was in the house was to perform some sort of Wiccan or Wicca ritual or ceremony. Not even a week later, my little brother, whom I don't know very well, I was not raised with him. I'm just now getting to know him, have been for the past 6 months to a year now. Came over and I had described some of the things that had been going on, but did not tell him what I did. He said, "You want me to cleanse the house?" "What are you talking about?" He said, "Me and my ex-girlfriend used to be really, really, really into Wicca, and we know how to cleanse a house." And immediately, that message that was conveyed to me came to mind, and I said, yes, please do. And he went through the whole thing. It was a very complex process, and it worked. It worked. If you could imagine having a house full of people, 20 or 30, they never go to sleep, they never shut up, they never stop making noise, constantly for weeks, and then all of a sudden they move out. That's what it was like. So this threw me, and for a long time now, I have been trying to come to terms with not only the fact that I killed myself, but the fact that it worked. And another message that I received is that there is no good or evil. It all just is. Okay? I'm not saying that in the first dimension I was in was hell, even though it seemed hellish. I'm not saying the second dimension I went to was heaven, even though it appeared very heavenly. But it was conveyed to me that I needed to perform a Wiccan or Wicca ritual, and it worked. Because And according to my research, there is no good or evil. And I've come to learn that through research and experience. So, for a long time now, I've been trying to come to terms with what I did, what state of mind I was in. I couldn't tell you what state of mind I was in. I don't know. Because I don't remember doing it. The girl that found me said, I found you hanging, cut you down, you had no pulse and you weren't breathing, and I performed CPR on you. It took about 10 minutes to bring you back to life, and I carried you upstairs and took you into the bedroom. That's all I knew. And like I said, I was very drunk before and after. But while I was on the other side or sides, I was not drunk. I was very, very in tune with everything I could focus my mind on, which was a lot of things. But it was made very prevalent to me that I was to focus my mind on very particular matters and to ignore the distractions. Both sides. And that's what was so confusing to me. And it still is. I have still not come to complete terms with what I did, what I experienced, and what happened. And but I am very comfortable with the fact that I now feel that I don't want to see that or do that again. That was not a pleasant experience. It was not an unpleasant experience. It was just now in this realm a very strange recollection that was very profound and very vivid, and I am now ready to share that with the world. I have heard of damaged souls. I don't know what that means. Maybe I was one of them. I don't know. But I still have many, many years to think about this and come to better terms with what happened, what I experienced, and where to go from here. So, that's my experience. I committed suicide. I died. Luckily, somebody found me, brought me back to life, and now my life is on the right track. So, I'll end it with this. I would not recommend suicide. At the time, it wasn't anything. It wasn't scary. It wasn't fun. It wasn't anything really but curiosity and a constant intake of knowledge that I can't describe in words. But now that I'm here trying to process it with this mind, it's very unsettling. So, I would not recommend suicide. I really wouldn't. That's about all I can say on the subject right now. It's still relatively new to me. And I guess I can end it with that. That's my experience. That's what I went through. And give me your feedback on it. It's time for me to go to bed. I'm very tired, if you can't tell.